This new Easter egg in Rebirth Island gives you a free weapon skin and much more.
Well, I wish it was that easy. You see, I wasn't lying. You actually do get this cool weapon blueprint once you complete this Easter egg. But there's one big problem about that. This is the hardest Easter egg in Warzone history. So I said, sure, I'm a man, right? I can get this done no problem. And after doing some research, I found there are 5 steps to completing this Easter egg challenge. Step 1 is to go to factory where there is an ID badge to pick up. Step 2, go next to harbor and upstairs you use the ID badge to unlock the door and turn on power and chemical. Step 3, head to chemical to find and memorize 3 symbols that have 3 numbers corresponding with them. Next we must find a room to reset the water levels of 3 chambers which match the 3 symbols we just found. We must match the numbers with the correct symbol to stabilize pressure. Lastly, we go to industry to find a computer which has a list of percentages on it. We must use these percentages and order them from greatest to least and use that combination as a code to unlock the first display. We can then lift Island Lockdown, which gives us an advanced UAV and of course the secret new Easter egg skin. And now we got the steps out the way, let's get this challenge started. So on attempt number 1, let me remind y'all, I'm making content. I'm making a TikTok and this YouTube video. So not only am I trying to complete the challenge, I'm trying to show y'all how to complete it too, which is why I keep on aiming at doors. But anyways, we land at factory with essentially no problem, get the ID badge, and then next we head out and go straight to the building behind harbor. So I noticed on my way to looting, I threw down a portable radar and there was somebody in this building with me. So you know I had to get rid of any intruders, but as soon as I dealt with my guy, somebody else came and knocked me, man. And the number one thing that was going through my head was, dang, how am I gonna get this?
You're getting another chance. Make it count.
Alright, bro, you ain't even have to interrupt me like that. So I end up landing there again trying to get the ID badge back, but as soon as I went there, somebody was still there and they ended up killing me. And it quickly occurred to me that this was going to be one of the hardest parts of this challenge. So on attempt number 2, I quickly headed to factory, and as soon as I got the ID badge, I had company. Damn, why do you have to slice my throat?
You're back on station. Go get after it.
I went right back to factory, got the ID badge, and quickly headed to harbor, but I went through the back way this time so no one sees me. I went up to the door, unlocked it with the ID badge, and noticed that inside there is a UAV, and I was able to turn on the power all the way in chemical. I was so excited I completed step number 2. I sprinted to chemical only for someone to shoot and kill me.
Resurging. Go get your revenge.
Alright, this guy is really starting to get annoying now. I land back at chemical to try to find the 3 symbols that are crucial for the next step. But as you guys can see, it's kind of hard. I mean, I spend so much time trying to figure out where it is that I actually run into somebody else. This person lights me up, so I head back inside where there's another person who just finishes me off from there.
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
So I try to get my vengeance by landing at chemical once again, and as soon as I pick up some guns to defend myself, I spend another countless amount of time trying to search for these symbols. I mean, I even look at this computer and think that the symbols are somewhere on here. I mean, I spent so much time trying to look for them that I'm thinking that this challenge is starting not to exist at this point. But I keep on looking, and then when I go upstairs, I notice I hear footsteps and that there's somebody on me. So I try to kill him, but he ends up getting the upper hand.
You're getting another chance. Make it count.
So I'm trying to make my other chance count and land at chemical once again, but I'm still trying to look for the 3 symbols once again, and honestly, as you can see here, it's taking me forever. And it's taking me so long that once again, I go upstairs and someone kills me.
You're back on station. Go get after it.
So as you can probably guess, I just got tired of the challenge, and at this point just started playing normal Warzone and landed at prison. I actually got a few kills, and even though I missed some of my shots, I just Floyd Mayweather knocked this guy out, hit this guy on the window while someone else was coming up to me, killed him again, but while I was plating up, someone ended up killing me. This was a pretty resilient effort out of me, if I do say so myself. On attempt number 3, I went right back to factory, and as soon as I was trying to get the ID badge, someone shot at me. So I knew it was too hot there for right now, so I got the ID badge and got out there as quickly as possible. While heading to harbor, I heard footsteps, so I went ahead and killed this person that was trying to get me. After that, I went to the door, unlocked it, and turned on the power for chemical. Headed towards chemical, I found a guy, and I knew I had to finish him before he ended up killing me first. Now, here comes the hard part. I spent so much time on attempt number 2 looking for the symbols, I knew I had to find them quick before my window of opportunity.
Hostile deploy the mosquito.
Well, that was quick. So I was looking for the second symbol. I knew it had to be closer inside, but as soon as I went downstairs, I found an enemy combatant and I had to kill him. After that, I keep on continuing to look for the second symbol, which I looked everywhere for, and it ended up being on one of the top floors, which is this W symbol right here. So now it's time to look for the third symbol. I knew it had to be somewhere up top because the first symbol was down below and the second symbol was kind of in between. So I ended up going to the top floor, found this room, and boom, there was a third symbol. Especially after last attempt, I thought it was going to be smooth sailing from here on out. Turns out, I spent the most time looking for the room that contained the chambers and terminals that stabilize pressure than any other step. I spent so long that as soon as I was getting close, I ended up running into someone who then decided to kill me. Maybe he doesn't notice the self-revive kid that I got. Never mind.
Get ready. You're redeploying.
As soon as I redeployed, I went right back to chemical and found the secret room that contained the terminals and chambers. But as soon as I tried to get an extra gun to protect myself, somebody came in and they ended up killing me. But now that I know where every room is at, it's time to finally put this challenge together. I knew now was the time to lock in. So on attempt number 4, I easily grabbed the ID badge, headed to harbor, and turned on the power and chemical with no problem. Now I know where all the rooms are. I headed to chemical, found the first, second, and third symbol with pretty much ease. Now, here's the tricky part about the terminal room. The 3 terminals change a different number of chambers. Each one will change either 1, 2, or all 3 numbers on the chambers respectively. You have to play with the terminals a little bit in order to perfectly match up the symbols with the numbers that correspond with them. After about a minute, I figured it out and stabilized the pressure, which led to me getting a durable gas mask and squad rage. Keep in mind, even though you guys know the steps right now, when I was recording this, I didn't. So I literally had to stop everything I was doing just to look up the next step because I had no clue what to do because I never made it this far. I was kind of scared too, not gonna lie. So I finally built up the courage and headed up to industry. Once I got there, I knew I had to look for the computer in order to find the combination for the code to unlock the display. Once I found it, I started examining it and started listing the percentages from greatest to least. I kept getting the code wrong as well because I kept putting the 7 before the 8 and I accidentally put a 9 too. Don't know what I was thinking. So I headed back to the computer in order to get the correct combination. The storm started closing in, which prevented me from putting in the code. So I put on the durable gas mask I got for stabilizing the pressure and chemical in order to finish putting in the code, which ended up unlocking the first display. Unlocking the first display allows me to press the red button that lifts the island's lockdown and unlock the second display. The second display contains an advanced UAV and of course, the brand new secret Easter Island weapon skin. Unfortunately, as soon as I left, I ended up dying. But I had a self-revive kit, got back up, and tried to go back to the storm where I ended up dying again. But I had another self-revive and ended up making it out of the storm. With the Easter egg being complete, I knew that there was only one more thing to do, and that's win this game. So, as I was admiring the skin, I was going around trying to catch some bodies, which I did right here, just to go outside and die to somebody who was camping the whole entire time. Here's a better look at the Easter egg weapon skin. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I worked hours on this video, so drop a like if you enjoyed it and comment down below letting me know how this challenge worked out for you or if you have any questions. Also, drop some suggestions for future videos as I'm always looking for new content. Thank you guys for watching.